Hello everybody. Hello chess fans. This is Craig Marr from the Berkeley campus. It's another lesson with Caven Reese. What's this guy rated, Caven?
His rating is 1676. His name is Joel Carron, C-A-R-R-O-N. It was played on September 14th, 2021, last Tuesday at the Mechanics Institute. It's called the Tuesday Night Marathon.
Okay. And it looks like you have the white pieces here.
Yeah, I have the white pieces.
Okay.
So, center counter.
Center counter, Scandinavian, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, he took his time.
Okay, this is the old main line, but the more modern approach is knight f6.
I think we had a game like that earlier. I don't know if we made the video of that one. So,
well, there are two. This is the old main line, but this is the more modern treatment of the,
there are actually
of the center
three.
counter.
He played the third move, which I still consider a move, but T8.
All the way back?
Yeah, it's a move. You'll find Grandmaster's games, I believe, but yeah, I mean, wow.
Well, I don't like this, but it's maybe not as bad as it looks, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right here.
Now he could pin, you know, but if he does pin, you could just keep kicking the knight, and then eventually hop in here and get, you know, two bishops or something. You know.
Yeah, I think I played games like that.
So, but I think white should be better in this line, especially with the queen coming all the way back. White has development, and I know it's an old saw, you know, don't bring your queen out too early, but you know, if he does go here, he's going to eventually have to play c6 so that the queen can have a retreat square. But anyway, white has got a clear advantage because of development.
It's pretty early. Knight f6.
Okay, he's got to get the knight out. d4 looks pretty normal.
I never knew her before.
No, he does the pin you mentioned. Bishop g4.
Well,
yeah. No, his name is great. I never really talked to her in the dorm.
this pin looks good, but it really isn't that good.
That makes me really happy.
Because white can start kicking
I like
around the
Helen.
knight.
I loved Helen.
Around, kicking around the bishop.
I loved Helen, yeah.
It's funny, I think I've played into games like that, but in this game I just decided to develop like this.
Okay. I think the main line goes with h3 here,
I
here,
love
here,
Helen.
here, something
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
And now you have a thread of this type
Really?
of move.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So this is the right way to try to take advantage of the early development of the bishop. Normally a pin is good. Normally you can't get away with that, but in this particular line of the center counter, this is the way that white gets the advantage, by kicking around the knight.
I'll take it back.
Notice that if he takes the knight, this pawn is not really hanging because this is hanging. This is hanging, so you're not really giving up that pawn.
No, you're right. Yeah. No, dropping is fine. Yeah, you're good at that.
Anyway, bishop e2 is solid, but I believe that black can probably get away with his sort of dubious opening now.
If he did do that line where I take on b7, what would be the assessment?
It's lost because you can't defend the rook.
The rook is
I didn't
lost.
expect
Right?
I didn't expect Helen to be like that. It's more like
So yeah, you cannot take the d pawn in that line.
Okay.
Okay, so this looks
I
solid.
would, I'm not
That's what he
saying
did.
she's like Crystal,
Then I
but
castle.
like more like Crystal than she
Then he
actually.
played c6.
Now this is, you know, a very solid way to play, and I don't think white really has that much advantage in this particular line.
Really?
It's kind of a Caro-Kann,
Yeah.
you know, like, sort of, you know, and it's just very hard to get the advantage in this position. You know.
She's like,
Okay, I did this now.
joked around.
Well, now maybe he can safely go back here because now when you play G4, you're going to be weakening the king side quite a bit. But this is also possible.
He did it. He took the knight.
Okay. Now it's kind of very hard to break down this structure, you know, unless you have like a pawn break, and it's hard for white to do that in this position because this is granite on this D5 square.
He put his bishop to D6.
Okay.
No, that was wonderful.
There are two moves here. You can go here, or you could go here, or you could
Really?
even go here.
Oh my
I
God,
don't like
I
going
thought
out
I
here
liked her, like,
because
when I
then
first
forces
started.
the knight to move. But this is not bad, you know.
Where, if you did this, why was
Well,
this
then
bad?
you would just move the knight.
Okay.
So that's why I don't want to force your knight. See, I like the knight where it is, but
So we just call that dubious to play that move?
it's just a lemon. That's what I
Okay.
call it.
Okay.
This is probably one of the better moves that black has.
Okay. I decided to play this.
Okay, that's not bad.
Ball. That's what ball's like.
He should play here, you know, because he's really nailing down this square, you know. Because the thing is, you know, you're sort of threatening this, sort of,
Yeah.
and then you have a bind on the queen side. So
I would feel
to
it.
tell you the truth, Caven, I don't like A4 that much. I kind of prefer A3.
Okay.
And the reason is because, you know, I may want to try to get the move C4 in. You know, in fact, after I move the knight, you know, we're going to get this position. I might want to get C4 and D4 in. See, this type of aggressive looking formation. But if you're playing A4 in this position, and now you play C4, you're giving me the square away. So now I can occupy that with a knight or with a bishop. But when you're here,
No, but it's
I
like
feel
there are
that
different roads for you, right?
your pawns are
you've,
more,
like,
you know, like
Kind of
fluid.
invested a persona
You
of
know, your
yourself
pawns are
in
more
this
fluid. So sometimes when you play a committal move like that, you can only play maybe this formation now.
All right.
See what I'm saying? You're limiting your ability to advance your pawns.
I'll fly him out.
So that's why I don't like that move A4 that much,
What else am I going to do?
because now he's got A5. But I was
Good Kyle.
very interested to see how black reacts to A4.
He just castled.
Okay, well this gives you a chance now to
What?
see. The problem with A5 now is
Kenyan dude?
I'm winning the pawn, you know. So
The only reason we talk about Kyle
You know?
is talk to
Yeah.
Kyle.
so now you're sort of giving me that square a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't do that A5. I decided I wanted a place for my bishop.
Okay.
And my idea with the pawn is that I want my bishop pointing
showed me
this
a lot of
way.
good rolls, I will
I
say.
just had a game where a while back
Oh, for
where
sure.
it was in
You
Sicilian
really? You
and I did pretty
Yours is
well
like
against an expert
much more.
and just having both bishops and trying to tear them apart.
it's
But of
exactly
course,
the same, but it's more like
when you say A5 is
You have,
black,
like, more standard.
should be played, that destroys that whole plan.
It's not more
So,
standard.
yeah.
Well, G3 is not bad. It's kind of a waiting move,
It
and
really
you know
does.
maybe you're coming back with a bishop, you know. So it looks
Well-
like it's a move, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking about the trade you mentioned on E4, but the way I saw it, he's going to develop his other knight, and he's going to end up kicking my bishop off E4. So then I decided I wanted to play G3. So then when after that all that happened, I would play my bishop at the G2, of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Sure.
So he does play the knight BD7.
I am not aware
He
of
plays
that.
knight D7 here.
Yeah.
I feel like I wish.
And then
knowing
I
that would
did
actually
just
make my life a
initiate
lot
the trade
easier.
myself.
Did he take?
Yeah.
Really?
And so everything I was talking about just happened.
Okay.
Do you think Tinder helps with that?
Well, it's going to be kind of a maneuvering game, you know. But white is better because he has 2 bishops. But black's best chance is just to not to do much and to keep the position closed. But black might, in this position, try to nail down some squares with a5. You know, because this, to me, is kind of a threat right now.
Yeah, no, I feel like
See, I don't want to go into this because
Yeah,
white wins.
I guess
So here, you know, I might want to try to see now. If you go here, your pawns are kind of passive. See what I'm saying?
yeah,
I guess that's fair.
And then I may play for the e5 break.
yeah. I was thinking about this possibility of having pawns on here. I wasn't thinking about the a5 idea though. Which is, you know, I don't know what to say about that.
But anyway, you know,
It's one of those things where it's like
He
it's a
didn't.
joke until it's
He
not
didn't
a
do
joke.
that. He played his queen to
You know what I
c7.
mean? It's like-
okay, this is kind of a natural move.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe my next move is questionable. I didn't like this idea like this, that happening. I don't know if that was, you know, I didn't think if I'd play that there, but I decided to play this. Try to be more
Well,
aggressive.
now your D pawn is a little bit sensitive now. See what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
in the game, it got scary with my d pawn, but I got through it. Maybe, you know, he didn't play the best moves. I don't know. We'll see. He played rook
But-
eight. What?
Yeah, now this is now a little bit of a target.
Yeah. So he started targeting with rook a d8.
Okay, I was thinking rook fd8, but this is good. Now this is the reason why I was thinking about this formation instead, because now he's got, you know, these threats.
Yeah.
You know, and if you try to protect it, he may have some
yeah,
weird
no.
stuff like this.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I realized how that seemed.
Your D pawn is immediately coming under big fire, so.
So what did happen is I played there, you know, trying to get there, but he didn't play the move you suggested. He played this move.
Okay. Now he has a threat of
Yeah.
either c5 or maybe he's threatening this.
I played this.
Ooh. Oh, I don't know, man. What do you do about this, though?
Well, because this.
Oh, you got a trick at the end. You have this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's very fortunate because there's nothing I can do about. Okay, so it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. Okay.
So this is the position we have.
I mean, yeah, but
Oh,
like, it's almost
okay.
like-
So
it's like
he's got to go here. This is
Yeah. Yeah.
But you see, the thing I don't like about your position is I feel that you're sort of getting a little bit
I
overextended.
hate cryptocurrency.
You know what I'm saying?
Name is shit on the
You got all these pawns out here. You know what I'm saying?
about that.
Well, but you were talking about earlier. You're saying having this pawn formation, but so are you saying my king pawn side is overextended? It makes
I'm saying that you're probably overextended on both sides of the board here because
But why is it overextended in this position and not the earlier position where you wanted these pawns like this?
well, first of all, you're giving me that square.
Okay.
Like,
B4 square.
for example, supposing, you know, I come out here and I just decide, well, that's mine. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, no, I can't do it now. But
But you, yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
it's a good, you know, general rule in chess not to give away squares. You know?
Almost a week.
And what you're doing here is kind of like, remember the game where you played h4? You know, and the other guy had the knight here on f5, remember that? That's what I call you're giving away squares. You see that?
Yeah, I understand that concept of giving away squares, but I guess
I know.
my feeling about this game, I have my bishops raking across, and I just want to shoot them over here.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I think this might be a better way to play it. Hey,
Yeah.
pawn here, you know? Because here,
Yeah.
okay, I have to move the bishop. This doesn't work.
Good.
And now you got to watch out for me if I want just occupying this. See what I'm saying?
But I hate
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd rather have the pawn here. You know? But here, in this position, you could also play a5, you know. And then if I go here, then a6, and then you're weakening this thing quite a bit.
Yeah, that was my idea. That's what I wanted to
But he should be trying to nail down the square.
do. Yeah, he never did realize to do that. I don't know, you know,
Where are you going?
I just want to get out of the way of the rook, basically,
Yeah,
I guess.
okay.
But I am. Well, what am I doing?
Make it
I
like
don't
6
know.
p.m.
Yeah, we
I
think.
knew what I was doing.
No, I'm serious.
Well, let me
Who the
see
fuck does
here.
that? They're tracking it.
See, I don't really have c5 because you got this. This is
Yeah, yeah, I was
Okay.
definitely aware of that kind of stuff. That's what I think the calculations. are.
So yeah, you definitely want to start preventing this counterplay. You know?
Yeah.
So he should be playing this way.
Yeah.
This is his counterplay, c5. Now this is no longer available. So anyway, I think maybe now I have to be careful about the way I play this. See, now if this pawn was already here, then this would be the answer.
Yeah.
And this is a good response. See what I'm saying?
Well, could he play a5 and move 18 here? Right now?
At this point,
Yeah.
well, it's different now because now a5, I no longer maybe have this because you could maybe play here.
Well,
And
but if this you're saying?
no, I'm saying that if I play a5 now, you could prevent my
Oh yeah.
bishop from occupying there. But if it's my move, I'm coming in here.
It seems to me, okay, there, and you'd have to play there. You might have the ability to do that lever at some point, maybe for her.
Well, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, this is a very good counterplay for black. Breaking this. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that somehow that you have to be very careful about playing f4. You played, in my opinion, moves that are weakening the position, a4 and f4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess
sort
I've studied a lot of openings like in the French Steinitz, where you get a big pawn center, e5, f4, d4, and that's kind of my style of play. Is to just rain down on my opponent.
See, your king side is your king is exposed because you sort of what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Um,
I tend to like to do maybe moves like that, but I don't know.
I think you also could have played it, like maybe like this.
Yeah,
This is what I prefer
yeah.
from your vantage point. You decided to go this way, and then
Well,
this.
I mean, I
don't
ended
know.
up with the f4 move just because it was like I had problems with the d4, and it ended up being the solution at the moment, so I'm stuck with it. But since they do it later on, I think I had ideas of moving this up somehow.
Well,
Not here, just hanging. But
yeah, I don't know. I think that you've already moved like too many pawns to really get the advantage. Sometimes you don't want to play f4 because you're better off this position than you are this